What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Tonight, I want to discuss the new drama on the OWN network, which is the Oprah Winfrey Network. Y'all know who Oprah Winfrey is, the queen of the universe, the queen of all media. And her new show, Queen Sugar. Now, this show has a lot of buzz around it because not only is it co-created and executive produced by Oprah Winfrey, it is also co-executive produced and created by and directed by Ava DuVernay. And if you don't know who Ava DuVernay is, that is the wonderful director of the film Selma. She's an awesome director. I love that movie. And I'm just excited that she has this show, and I'm excited for her. I'm a fan, and I'm hoping that we see many more projects with her name on it because Ava DuVernay, she rocks. Anyway, Queen Sugar is based on the novel of the same name, which was written by Natalie Brazil, or is it Brazili? I'm not sure. Apologize if I'm saying her name incorrectly. I did not read the book, but I do hear that this show takes a few liberties, as most shows do, and changes a few things from the book. But basically, the show is about three siblings who inherit the family's sugarcane business once their father gets ill and passes away. Now I'm going to say spoiler alert to all of you that I should have said that before I said what I just said. But anyway, spoiler alert to those of you who have not watched it. Go watch it, then come back and watch this. You know the deal. So the show starts off brilliantly from start to finish. I think the show is brilliant. The show starts off with actress Rutina Wesley. She's playing the character Nova, and we see Nova in bed. She's in bed with what we think is her man, her husband, and it's just such a sensual scene. It's not raunchy. You hear the beautiful music playing in the background, but if you pay attention to the music about being faithful, the music is the soundtrack is Michelle Indelacello. I always say her name wrong, but beautiful song, and it's clever and intentional that the song is about being faithful. And later on in the episode, we learn that Nova is sleeping with a married man. Now, Nova, she's a journalist, she's an activist, she's weed seller. She sell weed on the side. I believe she practices voodoo. She's a complicated character, I can tell, because I'm like a journalist sleeping with a police officer that's not a husband, and then she's also investigating police brutality, etc., etc. Very interesting character. They also go from her and her little relationship with this police officer to her brother, Ralph Angel, played by actor, what was his name? Excuse me, Kofi Sitterby. I hope I'm pronouncing these people's names correctly. He plays Ralph Angel, and Ralph Angel is a very complex character. He's a ex-con trying to get his life straight. He's taking care of his 5-year-old son, whose name is Blue. And we see them in the playground, and he's telling his son about discipline and the importance of discipline, the sweet music. And then he leaves his son in the playground by himself so he can go rob a convenience store. Yeah. Ralph, yeah, you're father of the year. Not. But we don't judge him because what I like about the show is, it kind of pissed me off that he did that, but then you see the struggle. He's struggling between the life that he knows, the life of crime, and trying to get on the straight and narrow, and he wants to take care of his son. And his son, the mother of his son, she's on drugs. She's an addict, played brilliantly by Bianca Lawson, and just a really great scene to show him leaving his son in the playground and going to rob the convenience store. And he's desperate because his face is showing. All he does is lift up his shirt, and he's like, give me the money. He shows his gun, but the girl sees his face. So really interesting. We then see him try to take his son over to Aunt Violet's house, and he tries to give her some of the money, but everybody knows he's shady, and she tells him, "Listen, give the money to your father." The father is brilliantly played by another great veteran actor, Glenn Turman, who I still call him the Colonel, Colonel Taylor from A Different World. He's been in a lot of movies, a lot of things back in the day. I know I'm showing my age. He was also in Cooley High. Yeah, I'm showing my age. I know. But anyway, they show the last child, who she seems to be the one that's has the perfect life. Charlie. Charlie is married to a big NBA player. She lives in LA. She has this teenage son. Everything is just going great. Then, boom, we find out that the team that the team that her husband plays for is involved in a gang rape scandal. And we see the family come together, and we see her so proud to defend the team and stand by the team, because at that moment, her husband is not included in the scandal. Then we fast forward to the actual game. And while they're at the game, social media, boop, boop, pops up a video, and it's none other than her husband putting the girl over his shoulder, smacking her on the booty, groping her. He participated in the gang rape. Now, that scene was great because, for the most part, Queen Sugar is a very slow-paced show. One would say, it might be. Some might argue, oh, this is a little boring. This is taking too long. But no, it's deliberate. It's slow and deliberate. The cinematography is beautiful. You have to pay attention. You can't be texting, and you have to pay attention when this show is on, because there's a lot being said without being said. You got to pay attention to the close-ups. You got to pay attention to the body language and the scenes. So that's what I like about Ava DuVernay. She's able to get across things without so much dialogue and so much fast-pacedness. You know how some shows like Scandal or what's the other one? Empire, they just move, and the plot keeps going. No. Queen Sugar's got a nice little pace. It's like honey dripping down the side of the wall slowly. So you can get to know the characters. So that scene at the game, we see Charlie just lose it, and she's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" She gets on the court and she confronts him, because she's like, hold on. What is this? Who you got this girl you done flipped over, smacked on the booty? What did you do? Come on, dude. I don't like my business like this. Like, Charlie was pissed because it's like, come on, what are you doing here? You're embarrassing me. You know I don't like this. And that was ironic, because we saw earlier in the episode she turned down a reality show because she didn't want to be ratchet, because she said she didn't want people in her business. And now here she is. Her business is all on social media because her husband is involved in this scandal. So he lied to her. And while that was going on, I love how they showed her father fallen ill at the grandson's birthday party, at Blue's birthday party, and we see him falling ill in those scenes. And as Charlie's going through one thing, the rest of the family is dealing with the father falling ill. So I thought, just great direction, great scenes. And like I said, this show is all about the nuances, the close-ups. You got to pay attention to the close-ups, the scenes, certain scenes. They tell the story as well. It's not about action. That basketball scene was the biggest action of the night. But one of my favorite scenes tonight was when Charlie, well, two of my favorite scenes, well, three of my favorite scenes actually. I also like the scene where we see Nova watching on the news the scandal unfold about her sister and her sister's husband, and just her reaction to that. But I also like the scene when Charlie and her son finally get to the hospital, and Nova and the rest of the family is coming from one direction, and they're facing each other, and they just embrace and hug. And it's like she already knows that dad is gone, and she just breaks down crying. And we know that these two sisters are not really that close, but the way they hug each other and grab each other, just powerful stuff. This show, I'm really liking what they're doing here, because what's great about it is this is not the storyline is not that original. We've seen it time and time again. Prodigal son or prodigal daughter comes home after leaving town, after a family member dies, they come back home. We've seen that done. It's even been done on the other OWN show, which Oprah has a recurring role on, Greenleaf, which is very good. We've seen it done there. We've seen it done time and time again, that same plot. But this show does it very well. Not to take anything against Greenleaf. Greenleaf was good. But here, the acting, the direction is just so great. It's really good. It's really good. What I also like is that I heard that Ava DuVernay is only directing 2 episodes this season, but for the remainder of the episodes, there will be female directors directing those. So that should be very interesting, and I think that is very cool, because we're changing the way things are done. We're including people. I like that they're getting more female directors, and they're more than likely minority female directors, a chance to shine and get some shine, because Hollywood has been the white man's game for a long time, and then a man's game for a long time. So it's good to see this, and it's good to see shows like this on the air. Like I said, great performances. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night to see what they do, and I more than likely will be watching the rest of the season. Let me know what you thought about the show. I like the characters. I like the slow pace. Yeah. So that's it. I'm a little tired. About to go to bed, because I got a lot of things going on, man. Got 2 children, wife, job. I'm trying to get my acting thing going, singing, this, that. But I just had to do this review because I really enjoyed tonight's show. That's it. I'm going to bed now. Tell me what you thought about the show. Did you like the show? If there's anything you think I missed, let me know. But thank you for watching, and you have a blessed one. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and be blessed.